Hey guys, my name's Gloria and welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't filmed a video in a long time, but today I want to do a comparison of two books that I recently read. So they were included in my latest couple of reading vlogs. I did a unnecessarily long reading vlog of my backlog of book subscription books from Portable Magic book subscription box, and I had some more thoughts about them. I didn't really go into a lot of detail in the reading vlogs, but I had some more thoughts about them and I wanted to do a couple of comparison videos. Today the first couple are actually the first that I read, and they have quite similar names and even aesthetics actually. So I want to compare The Possession by Michael Rutger and The Repossession by Sam Hawksmoor. So I read The Possession first. The Possession is, I think it's the second in a series. I think the first one is called The Anomaly, and it is about a group of YouTubers. Sort of the face of them is an archaeologist, and he is very learned in the old history. And in this book they are tipped off by his estranged wife. They have broken up, but she is a journalist and she's trying to write a story on cyberbullying, and she goes to this town and she discovers that there's actually a young girl that has gone missing who may have been cyberbullied, and for whatever reason she calls her ex-husband, her estranged husband, and says that he should come up and do some investigating. Not in particular the girl, but there are some strange walls in this town, and they seem to be historic walls. I'm not sure if the way they talked about them, they seem to be real, but they're these just stone walls that are of various sizes. They could be 2 feet tall or they could be 8 feet tall. They're just found in the wilderness, in the trees in this town in California, and they're of varying shapes, sort of rune kind of shapes. And nobody knows what they're really for or why they were there. There was apparently a nun who went deep into trying to figure out why they were there, but all of her writings were lost. Odd. So this YouTube team comes to the town to try and make an episode for their channel, but it soon becomes very clear that the young girl that his wife is investigating and these strange walls around the town and the town itself, they're all interconnected in a weird way. So that is the Possession story. The Repossession is quite different. So the Repossession is more of a YA romance almost. So it's about this town where at least 34 kids are missing, and our main protagonist is this teenage girl. She lives with her mother and her stepdad, and because it starts off with her escaping, and the reason she needs to escape is because she said something about her grandmother being dead before her mother found out her grandmother was dead. So of course she's possessed by demons, and her mother locks her up, puts bars on her windows. There's this sort of fanatical church in town, and they come and they abuse this poor girl. They burn crosses into her skin and stuff. And so her boyfriend saves up money to pay this guy to come and literally do a chamber of secrets, ripping the bars off her window, and they escape on a riverboat, but the river floods. There's a storm that night and they end up at this farm with this old man, and this man used to be a scientist for a local strange and secretive facility. And the crux of it is that all of these kids are going missing because they're ending up in this facility, and while she's not possessed by demons, this girl does seem to have some sort of affinity for these kids, and she is able to communicate with them and realizes that they're there, and it's them trying to save these kids, trying to tell the world what is happening. And in the midst of all this, it's her and her boyfriend and this whole romance going on. So first of all, possessions. This one, in the possession, there is a young girl who seems to be possessed, and even the town itself becomes possessed by this weird alternate reality where you're not really sure what's going on. You're seeing things, but they're not really there. You seem to be in a part of town, but you're not actually in that part of town. And it's a whole weird thing where nobody wants to go out at night because they know weird things happen when they go out at night. I really enjoyed the possession. I thought it was fantastic. I will definitely be buying the Anomaly as well. The writing was really great, and the humour in it was great. I thought it really worked for the characters, and I really liked the characters in the team as well. The repossession has nothing to do with possessions other than the fact that they believe that this young girl is possessed in the beginning, but she's not. And the actual repossession part is that she gets taken by this place and then she escapes, and they're trying to repossess her and bring her back. I didn't enjoy this one. It is more of a YA kind of romance. It's for someone who's really into true crime and really into missing persons cases and stuff. 34 children are gone without a trace, and with no evidence they act like they all decided to leave, like they all ran away from ages like 9 and up, I think. And their parents are just like, oh, they never called me. But why would you not immediately think that they were kidnapped? Like, I never understood that throughout the whole book. It's just people complaining that their kids ran away, but you have no evidence that they actually ran away. It kind of goes on for a long time. There's the weird thing about them just living on the farm and having a nice time, helping this old man with the farm. I don't know, it just, yeah, I think it was a little bit too much YA for me, and it didn't have anything to do with possessions, and it was all about this huge powerful corporation that's like stealing kids. It did sort of remind me of The Golden Compass, where Lyra's mother and her golden monkey are like stealing kids and doing experiments on them. But that felt a lot more plausible than this. This just seemed weird, unless all of the parents were in on it, which they weren't. It just didn't seem right to me at all. Also, there's some weird fat shaming in this. So part of the experiments in the book that they do on these kids, they do something to them. I don't want to spoil anything, but in doing this, it takes away some of the flaws that they have. So some of them discover they don't have scars anymore from injuries that they had and stuff. One of them was overweight, and everyone knew them as the overweight kid, and they come out of this facility and they've been tortured, they've been taken away from their families for months, and immediately the other kids just look at this one kid who has now lost weight and they're like, wow, you should be paying them for that diet. Jeez, like, chill out, you almost got flipping murdered there. Also, one of the girls was ginger, now she's blonde. Racist. So I just, yeah, there were just weird bits like that didn't didn't gel well in my head. They were quite jarring, but both blue, both claiming to have possessions in them. I definitely like the Repossession much better. It just, the story was better encompassed and the characters made more sense, and this one was just a little bit too messy for me. So I will be giving this away on my Instagram if you're interested in it. But that is my comparison video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great Christmas. I shall be back with another video soon, and I shall see you in that video.